Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to play with a Lorraine 50T, a tank which you can buy yourself for the battle pass tokens. I've seen a lot of bad opinions about this tank. For me, for how much I played with this vehicle, I don't think it is that horrible. I think it is playable tank. Obviously, it is nothing unique, nothing special. And if you have the semi-X, you do not need to think about the Lorraine, because this tank is just simply, it's just worse version, if I can say so. Other than that, when I played with this tank previously, I played 7 games with this tank. I had 3.7 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. I think I did a relatively good job while playing with this tank. And now let's see how the things are looking like here. So if you would pay attention, this is all tier 9 heavy tanks, and this vehicle is chilling at 48.6% win ratio. But what you need to keep in mind, it has been played only 175,000 times. For example, compare that to the phase 1,628,000 times. So there is a big difference, and I don't really think this tank is worth that much attention. I don't think it's horrible, but I don't really think it is the best tank in the world of tanks by any shape and by any form. And currently, if I'm not mistaken, you can buy it for 18 tokens, if I am not mistaken. So yeah, keep this in mind. Anyways, let's go into the game and let's see how this vehicle is going to behave. And we are back, and the very first game which we have mines losing spawn. Also, once again, I apologize for a current resolution. It happened for 2 videos, aka Cobra first impressions and Lorraine. I'm sorry for that, but let's, and I believe we are going to fix everything right after this video. So I apologize for that, fellas, if it is disturbing you. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to go on top of the hill, I would say. What this tank has? This tank has a very nice... this tank has extremely nice speed for a heavy tank. No one can take this from this vehicle. The speed of this tank is actually very decent, and it is nice, right? Our team managed to take the hill, which is always nice and always welcome. Beautiful. And now we will try to play here hold down to the certain extent, right? Now, armor of this tank, you cannot fully trust it. This is a highlight of all this. The armor of this vehicle is not that awesome to call it great or to be trustworthy, if that makes sense, right? And DPM as well is definitely no bueno. But whenever you are playing hold down, whenever you are using your brain instead of using your ass, you can actually make this tank work. What is good, fellas? Once again, armor is definitely not good. Speed is good. Gun handling is okay. Now, looking into all of this, 400 alpha damage, nice. 264 millimeters of penetration, nice. Gold ammunition, 308 millimeters of penetration, okay. Shell velocity 1.3 thousand, nothing too bad, nothing to be crying about, and this is not a horrible tank. But you need to know what you are doing. It is very unfriendly tank for a beginner, especially speaking in the heavy tank standards. With the heavy tanks, you are expecting to be able to make some mistakes and not get punished for that. I can promise you that this is not the tank for that. If you are going to say, if you are going to play like a silly goose, you are going to get punished. But look at this gun, fellas. Gun is very nice, and I truly want to highlight this. It is not looking bad by any shape or any form. Now, speaking about the things, fellas, looks like enemy team is throwing the winning spawn. And by saying throwing the winning spawn, I think I am very polite by saying this. I mean, they are melting like... Oh, should I jump? Should I jump, fellas? Should I jump? I think I should. I think I should. I think I should. I think I shouldn't! Let's teleport to the scoreboard. And we are back, fellas, after first game. 2.2 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. I don't know what happened, but for some reason the tank crashed. What can I say? Unlucky. Meanwhile, we broke even with our performance. Let's go for round number 2. And we are back with round number 2. We have Lakeville, we have a standard game, and we have tier 8 matchmaking. That looks pretty good. What is the goal for us? We are going to go into the city. Now, once again, I really want to highlight this. The hull of this vehicle is no bueno. You cannot expect to bounce a lot of shells with this tank. It is not how this vehicle is working. Even though you have a heavy tank name, it doesn't mean you have an absolutely amazing armor or something, right? And we need to keep this in mind in the world of tanks. It's the same situation like playing with E3. It doesn't mean you're supposed to snipe from the back even though you are a tank destroyer. Or, for example, T95, right? Treat this vehicle as a medium tank and you are going to feel relatively okay with this. Do not trust armor. Try to punish enemies whenever they are making silly goose mistake instead of making a mistake yourself. And obviously, whenever you are matched against the tanks like Super Conqueror or E75, this can be relatively painful. But other than that, it is okay if you know what you are doing. So once again, fellas, I really want to highlight this. It is not beginner-friendly tank. If you are feeling like you are struggling to play with lightly armored heavy tanks or lightly armored tanks in overall, right? Do not look for this vehicle speaking about the battle pass points. Just don't do that. Although, if you love accurate gun handling and you do not mind not to have that much armor, this is the tank to go for, and you are going to be able to hit many beautiful shots, and you will be able to punish many enemy tanks for them peeking, for them making some kind of silly goose mistake or something, right? This is important thing to highlight. Okay, at this point I am not thinking about being too aggressive, since once again I am treating this tank like this vehicle is lightly armored medium tank. This is how do I treat this tank, and we are simply waiting until the E75 will try to get involved. That's all we are doing, that's all we are waiting for. And there is a chance I'm not going to get spotted even when E75 will peek like this. For this gentleman I am loading the gold ammunition. I know I could penetrate him like this. Well, it's 50-50. You know what, should I try to risk it for the biscuit? Sure thing, I should. Beautiful. I'm trying to retreat for a second over there. Our E75 decided to be a bit aggressive. Not a big surprise, fellas. Can we penetrate him like this? Unfortunately, we cannot. Once again, not an easy penetration by any shape or any form. The angle for us is definitely not in our favor. And we have Skoda. Unlucky, fellas. Skoda is not going to enjoy this. We are getting spotted, but to be completely honest with you, I do not care about that. Being spotted, it is not an end of the world. And now we can think about peeking once again and spanking them whenever they are going to make a mistake. Okay, I changed my mind a bit. Pay attention what is happening in the base. I repeat, pay attention what is happening in the base. There is a Phase, there is a Conqueror, there is a ISU, there is Love, and there is other guy over there. We need to go somewhere over there to try to defend the base before they are entering here, because sniping from here is going to be a big pain in the ass whenever enemies will get there. It is not going to be very beneficial for us. So instead of doing that, I really want to take this position over there, and once again from here we will be able to spot them, and we will be able to punish them every single time whenever they are going to make some bad decisions. And believe me, they are going to make bad decisions. It is just simply a matter of the time. Speaking of the bad decisions, hello there, how are you doing? Love in the open field. Let's try to spank him just like... Actually, you know what? I'm going for ISU. Now, once again, we are going to make this gun shine. Like I said before, what this tank has a very, very nice gun. Yeah, you do not have DPM, but it's not about DPM with this tank. Since you are kind of since you are lightly armored tank, you want to be smart whenever you are playing in the front lines for obvious reasons. You want to be smart. You do not want to go in front and take one for the team for no reason whatsoever. Right? Simple as this, fellas. Simple as this. I am waiting until the Mr. Love or anyone else will start making some mistakes. This is exactly what we are waiting for. And look at this beauty. Look at this gun accuracy. I mean, call me dirty, but this gun is looking great. Here we go. Easy peasy, fellas. Obviously, we can get, we can bounce a shot in a while, but it's not like you are going to trust this vehicle, and it's not like you are going to pick the very, very, very well, the tanks which has a great penetration, right? It's not like you are going to be aggressive to that level. That was a pixel shot, very, very hard to hit, very hard to penetrate, but that's what we have. Mr. Love peeking sideways. No DPM is obviously not a great thing, but oh well, what can we do? Trying to punish Love, unfortunately failing doing so, not a great angle for us, which sucks, but it is how it is. Meanwhile, Škoda down to 1 hit points, he should be dead in no time whatsoever. He is dead, excellent, and at this point we want to face the enemy Skaren, right? Obviously I am paying attention, and obviously I can see this Progetto sitting in the open field right here. We are spanking Progetto, beautiful, 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 beautiful. We are trying to be kind of safe from everyone who are playing in the middle, who are playing in the back, who are playing wherever. This is not going to be obviously easy, this is not going to be simple, but that's what we have, fellas. Now, speaking about this game and speaking about this matchmaking, you can say whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Are we playing with E75? Are we playing with MX? Or are we playing with anything else? This game simply would go like this, right? If you are losing the game 5-15, you can be a Super Saiyan, you can be a Super Woman, and you can be a Superman. You're not going to win this. A lot of things are depending on how strong your team is, and in this kind of situation, it sucks, but our team wasn't the strongest one. Looking into the score, 2,700 damage, 100 assisting damage. It brings us third by experience. It brings us top by the damage. I mean, once again, what do you want more from me? All in all, we lost a lot of credits in this game because I was spamming a lot of APCRs. Moving on next, round number 3. And we are back with round number 3. Tier 9 matchmaking, actually tier 10 matchmaking, so that brings us to the low tier mother trackers, but once again, shit happens. There is nothing to be worried about. What we are going to do, we are going to go into the typical position for a heavy tank to sit here, hold down, and to punish whoever is trying to get involved or whoever is trying to be aggressive. I truly want to believe, and I think, fellas, this tank is not bad, okay? I think this tank is going to be rated in the index page probably 2 out of 5, maybe 3 out of 5, depends what kind of decision I am going to make whenever I am going to finish marking this vehicle, and whenever I will play more games, so I will have a bigger amount of the battles overall to work with, and I will know more about the tank. Maybe currently I am missing something, right? And maybe currently I am looking into this vehicle with purple glasses or something, if you know what I mean. But for me, this tank works relatively fine, and if you know what you are doing, you are going to be completely fine while playing with this vehicle. Now, that was quite unfortunate thing to bounce, or I supposed to say to not hit the waffle cock like this. That was unfortunate, but can we do that from the second time? We cannot. Unfortunate. This tank is definitely, this tank definitely can perform, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like this vehicle cannot hit absolutely anything. Believe me, it is not the case. What this tank has going for it, it definitely has the gun going for it. And this is probably the highlight of the whole vehicle. Well, gun and speed, okay? Let's say like that. Gun and speed. Okay. Let's see, can we craft a decent angle for a waffle cock for a third time? Beautiful, thank you. About the time. About the time to spank him. Okay. So far, so good. We know the T95 is sitting here in the back. Ooh, we know TNH is considering his life choices and he wants to get a bit more involved. Ooh, how are you doing? Aiming for cupola, hitting cupola like there is no tomorrow. There is not many tanks which will be as good gun handling wise as this mother trucker is. Can we go for another one? Bad shot by me. I could wait extra second and it would be so much better, I want to believe that, but it is how it is. Meanwhile, T95, once again, pixel shot. Unfortunately, this time we are not penetrating his cupola, but we are feeling alright. I'm still feeling good. I am still feeling very, very good, fellas. Now. Beautiful. I was waiting for the correct angle this time, and this time I aim it very, very well. Here we go. Phase 1, nice. Once again, pay attention at the gun. It's not about DPM, it's not about the platform, it is purely about the gun. And the gun of this vehicle is solid banana out of 10. We are doing some heavy lifting, we are doing some hard job over there while sitting here on the corner, fellas. I can promise you that. And this tank can snap. Please keep in mind, I do not have the vertical stabilizer on this vehicle. I am making sure this tank is going to hit as many shots as possible. Watch this. Not like this. Wait. 2.2 thousand damage, 2000 assisting damage. So far, great performance. No? Can we hit him? Well, we can hit him, but unfortunately we cannot penetrate this gentleman. And yes, we can overmatch him. T30 roof is unmatchable for 1 point, for the caliber of the gun, which is more than 120 if I am not mistaken, right? Look at this beauty, we are just aiming for him, we are spanking him like there is no tomorrow. And once again, we can enjoy ourselves, fellas. We can enjoy ourselves. Meanwhile, I can see his sideways, trying to hit him once again. Beautiful. So far, 6,000 combined, fellas. And this is the start. It's only ticking. We can get more and more and more. I see the Atarta, don't worry, but once again, I cannot change absolutely anything about this. I just simply need to be very, very patient here and just simply wait until enemies will mess up. Okay, I see this was chilling on the corner and waiting until I will mess up. I do not want to do that for obvious reasons. There is still a lot of things for us to do in this game. There is still a lot of things for us to do. Okay, he is not paying attention at us. That means we are going to spank him. Good. Step by step. 5 seconds left. Now he's paying attention. Doesn't really matter. He's not paying attention. Yeah, this is my goal, fellas. I am just trying to spank enemies as many times as I physically and possibly can, without taking too much for the team. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be victory, don't you think so? Can I change something about this? No, I do not really think I can, but I am, nevertheless, I am proud with this result, and I think we did quite a bit of the heavy lifting right here. I mean, looking into the hit points, maybe it doesn't look that bad as I initially thought it is looking like, huh? Maybe it's not that bad, fellas. Maybe it is not that bad. Nice. How many guns do we have here? 3 guns, 2 down to 1 shotable. 2 guns are down to 1 shotable, nice. Good. Everyone is down to 1 shotable unless I will fail. which could be a possibility as usual, but I am feeling relatively fine currently. He is dead. Nice. Okay, at this point we want to look for the object. No! That could be so good. That could be so good. Ooh, it is okay, fellas. It is okay. No complaints, no regrets. I am feeling great with the last game. I think we made it work, fellas. We played to this tank's strengths. Skill, what is the strength of this tank? Not to die in the first minute. Play hold down. Use the gun. Farm enemies without asking silly goose questions. This is a strength, and I think we made it work pretty damn well, fellas. I am very, very proud of the result in the last game, and look at this beauty. And look at this beauty, fellas. 5.6 thousand damage, great. 3.3 thousand assisting damage, absolutely amazing considering it is a city map. Look at this, fellas. Look at this. This is just a great performance. There is nothing to say. There is nothing to add. It is just perfection for us, right? All in all, we made credits as well playing like this. So yeah, I would give this game a solid thumbs up. And all in all, in the end of the game, we played with this vehicle for 3.5 thousand damage and 1.3 thousand assisting damage, even though we had a couple of defeats in a row. Doesn't really change absolutely anything. And let's get real. If not that silly goose jump in the first game, the score would be probably 4,000 damage, right? So I don't know. You tell me, is the tank shit or not so much? I think we made it work. I truly think so. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, fellas, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.